think the biggest one I can see is that people think about remote work or working remotely with company means doing a quick online work that they can just earn like quick money on the go. I think that is one of the biggest one, even with freelancing, right? Freelancing has been here like for a long time, and a lot of people in Vietnam freelance. But at the same time, we have a lot of people still think about working remotely means that you would do these for example, like what kind of job, like transcribe kind of job that you earn little bit, and then it's still, let's say, an extra income for them on top of their actual job. So they don't the problem, not like the problem here is that, okay, how do we help people see that, okay, working remotely doesn't mean that it's a quick way to get money. It's a quick fix for what they are dealing with, right? Like they can work remotely full time, right? Because that is possible, right? So how people shift from that mindset, because it's one thing that they do gig work, right? And it's a different thing when they prepare their application and prepare for the whole hiring process for a full-time position, right? And only they, because I see a lot of people, they ask me even on the, like the group is one thing, but at the same time on my TikTok, they ask like, okay, is it easy to get remote work, right? Like, or if they don't have any experience, can they just do remote work? Or some people think that remote work is an actual job, right? So there's still a lot of like misunderstanding around this, right? And a lot of people would also think that, okay, remote work means freelancing, right?
Mm, mm,
It's yes and no. Like remote work can, what we're trying to do here is that we focus on the full-time position, remote positions, right, for Vietnamese talent. At the same time, a lot of people think that, okay, they can just do freelance. That means that it's just an extra income, a side hustle, right? But freelancing remotely, it's like a different story, right? It's like, okay, now you have to do your own, you find your own clients, you're running your own business here, right? It's a one person company. So it's also a different aspect to it, right?
mm,
So,
mm.
okay, if you want to do full time, how are you going to get your application done? How are you going to get the interview prepared? Just exactly the same like you apply for an in-person job, but now it's remotely. So what other skills, what do you need, the knowledge that they need to apply into their application, right? That is when people need to be like, okay, this is real. This is something that, we do for real, not just a quick money thing. So yeah, so that is where I find a little bit challenging, because changing people mindset or perspective or something is not like an easy to, it's not happening overnight. So yeah.
So yeah, I mean, so just to tap a bit into that, and you mentioned some of it with regards to skills here in the end. So I also want to ask, just as we would like to know, what does your experience tell you about the challenges? What does your experience tell you about the type of skills people need